Welcome back, everybody. It's New Year's Eve night, and what better way to spend it than restoring some wheels on my old rusty truck. I bought the truck, it came with these in the bed. They were in worse shape than this. I've already done some work to get them to look like that. So I didn't really see any videos on these exact wheels because I believe they're forged aluminum. So they're not painted. They were not painted from the factory. They were polished and then clear coated. So I'm gonna go through and basically try to replicate how they looked from the factory. So here's a shot of how all the rims looked before I started doing this job. And they were pretty nasty. This car has been in Buffalo its whole life. So this one here is the first rim that I restored. And I'm not super happy with it. But also it took so long, I really don't want to redo it. And when you see how rusty the truck is, you'll see it's not really worth it. But anyways, I did this one first, and you can see like I made a lot of imperfections in the holes here compared to the second one I did. And this one turned out a lot nicer. So since there's no videos on how to technically restore these, I just wanted to make this video. All right, so the first thing I did is I bought a bunch of these 4-inch abrasive wheels from Harbor Freight. I only ended up needing 2 of them, so that's all you'll need. And I knocked down all the built up corrosion and crud inside of the wheels here. And then I also turned them on their side, and I got where the beads are gonna sit, both sides. And then around the front, I tried a little bit with this, but it wasn't really working. So that's what I would recommend doing. Just get the back and then the lips here. So then I went out and I bought this stuff, but now it's VOC compliant. I'm not sure if it was before, but even though I read all the directions, it was supposed to get all the clear coat off, but it didn't. So I think this was just a waste of time and money. So I would not recommend doing this. What I did was I sprayed the wheels after I kind of cleaned them up and let them dry. I sprayed this stuff on and let it sit for 45 minutes, which is the correct amount of time. And then I kind of scrubbed and hosed them off, but I wasn't very happy. I think it was a waste of money. All right, then the next step, there was a larger kit. I'll insert the picture right here. But I bought this kit first, and I ended up trying all 3 of the different grits. And this one right here, the coarse grit, by far worked the best for knocking off the rest of the clear coat on this. So then I bought a couple more packs of these. These are just the attachments. They have the little thread-on nub in the back. So once you're at this step, you'll take your brown coarse grit sanding disc here. And this is the attachment that came in that pack. You can probably buy it separately. Just screw this on. And then I'm using a corded drill because I was using my cordless drill, but it was burning all the batteries. Like every 5-10 minutes, I'd have to swap batteries and then wait for them to charge. So I found this one worked better. And you should wear a mask when you're doing this because it gets really dusty. Now I'm just gonna do it in sections. So I'll start with the outer lip and then the inner lip and then this face and then here and then this portion and then the middle. And I might use a couple of these discs throughout that. So now that the outside is done, I'm gonna go to the inside. Now for me, this inner lip was the hardest part. Just because for some reason I can't get a good angle because it kind of curves inwards a little bit. So I don't think it's super important. You're not really gonna see it unless you're staring, looking right at it. I should also mention I've never done this before and I have no idea what I'm doing. So just to put that out there. So now hopefully you'll be able to see some progress. I'm gonna go around this lip right here. Now before I start, you're gonna notice, if you can even see, basically there's the upper layer of clear coat / corrosion. And then once you get down a little bit, the color changes. But that's just like midway through the clear coat. And then once you get down where it's really shiny, that's where you want to stop. All right, so this outer lip here is complete. Now I just want to show you what I was talking about when it's hard to get this. That black line there, it's gonna bother me if I don't get that out. So I'm gonna try right now to get that black line out that goes all the way around. All right, I think that's good enough. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Now I'm gonna do this inner barrel right here. So now that I have the outside here cleaned up, the inside here, and this part, I'm just gonna move on to this area. All right, now that this surface is clean, I'm gonna come down here and do the middle. This gets really, really corroded. Now for getting in the holes here, I found the best way for the big holes is the same tool you were already using. You can angle it around to get all the clear coat off of this 45-degree angled portion. For the lower portion, I'll show you that later, and then for these, I'll show you that later also. So like I haven't done this one yet, but I just did this one. And it looks pretty good, but you gotta look at the right angles and see how there's these little dots. You don't want anything like that, because what's gonna happen when you go to clear coat it, it's gonna really amplify all the imperfections. This is the first one I did, and I didn't realize that these inner holes had to be perfectly smooth. So that's what that looks like. And then this is the second one I did, and see how it's perfectly smooth in here now. So just something to note. So now I'm going to use one of these guys just to get down in the lower portion of the holes here to clean out that corrosion. All right, now the final preparation step is inside of these small holes. The only thing I could find that works are these red ones. They're the 150 grit. And you need like 2 of them per wheel because they wear out so fast, just trying to get these cleaned out. But I mean, I tried a bunch of stuff. You might find something that works better. I tried sanding, and it just dug into the wheel a lot. And I didn't like that. It was scratching real bad. So this is the one that worked best. This is how it's looking right now. Now next I'm going to take one of these 120 grit fiber discs. This one I used it on the last wheel just like as a final finisher. So I'm just going to use it again. And I'm just going to go around with this and make like an even finish throughout. All right, now this machined look finish might not be for everybody. I really like it, so I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm just gonna wipe off any dust that might be on here, and then I'm gonna polish it, or at least try to polish it. I've never polished anything in my life except for those two wheels before this one. I got this polishing kit at Harbor Freight. This is the tip I've been using. And then apparently I watched like one video. You have to get some of this onto your polishing wheel. And then I guess just go around and polish it up. Good enough, I think. Then after I dusted off the rim, I got some clear coat. I don't think the brand matters. You can pick whatever clear coat you want and just spray it on lightly. And then I'll let that dry for like 10 minutes and spray another coat. So here it is. Put the second coat of clear on. Like I said, I like the machined finish look. And here's one that I did with the center cap. I actually bought these center caps on Amazon. It's $65. And then the exact same ones, brand new, came up on Marketplace an hour away for $25. So I went and got them, and then I'm gonna cancel the Amazon ones.
Show my worst work.
We have Camaro Caden doing his first set of tires ever.
Are we gonna kiss?
Mm-hmm.
Tires are 17 years old. They are actually 17 years old. Yes, they're a little hard.
No, they're 18 years.
18?
2007. That's 18
That's
years
18,
old.
yeah, I said that's yeah. No one ever said they were safe, but they're legal.
Legal on.
First try. You should just make a video and make them wait the whole 60 PSI.
Yeah, then I get more headlight when they watch it.
Yeah, for a minute straight, yeah. Oh, I think it's there.
Hopefully you have an adapter big enough.
Yeah.
You don't want that data going out right now. TikTok's being banned soon.
So that changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny?
Way
You know what's really funny about that?
Did you
A
see
lot
it?
They don't need to be balanced.
Might not be getting balanced here.
Throw some balance beads in there. All right, so unfortunately, I wasn't able to get them balanced. This is just the weight that we put on, but we realized it's gonna be useless because we couldn't get the fittings right in the center here. So I gotta take it to a Chevy or GMC dealer. We're at shop number 2 trying to get these balanced. And ooh.
It's obviously flush.
All right, we've been at this for a while. It just keeps asking for more and more weights. That's probably fine.
Yeah.
All right, we figured out why it was taking so many weights before. Before it was like 5 ounces here and 6 there. We just had to use the thing and measure, but now it's taking like half the weights. Give up. Here's how it turned out with the new center caps. Looks pretty good. Thanks for watching. Here's an update 3 months later. They still look very nice.